Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Car Evans, and I am here today for Derek. I'm the host of Fitness Faction right here every morning on Rogers TV, and we are in front of an amazing spread with the beautiful Miriam Pearl.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Owner and recipe creator of Delicious Without Gluten.
Absolutely.
Excellent. So what are we doing here today?
So we have the holiday called Purim that's coming up next Saturday. It's Saturday night and Sunday. It's always 2 days. And in Purim, we make hamentaschen because, every holiday we have food. And hamentaschens actually are from two separate words. Haman, which is the villain in the story.
Okay.
This is like in Persian times. So there was Queen Esther who was able to tell the king about a conspiracy, and then there was a war, and of course they won, the Jews won, and they were all happy and dancing and had this masquerade, which is why we actually dress up for Purim. But then we also give what's called mishloach manot, which is why I have a basket there, which is like giving presents to people. And what they do is they make these hamentaschens, and they bake them and they give them out to friends, but also for charity, because part of the religion is about gratitude and giving to the poor. So we have these hamentaschen. So Haman we know. Haman also is the root word for mun, which is poppy seed, which is originally how it was made, with poppy seeds, which I'll show you soon. Also, taschen is a pocket. So there was this pocket-filled pastry that was made, and it's the Yiddish word, it's like a German word, and we kept it to this day, and we make these beautiful hamentaschens. Normally, like I said, it was made out of poppy seeds, and then there's also prunes that they were made out of. Mm-hmm. This is the puff pastry. Actually, we'll discuss this on the second one.
That's exactly why we didn't do it the first time.
And that's because originally, anyway, I'll tell the story in the second half.
Okay.
So I want to get going because I have, at Delicious Without Gluten, we actually sell these hamentaschens, and I have the recipes online so that you can all make them at home, because there's nothing better than baking at home with the family.
And we're going to make these today?
Yes. And we have 3 different kinds. On the website, you'll see the recipes. There's one called orange dough.
Okay.
And the orange dough can be made without the orange part, and it tells you how to just take out the orange and put it for vanilla. Okay. And so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to use the orange one. We also have a chocolate dough.
Excellent.
So I'm going to put a little bit of all-purpose gluten-free flour, because of course I want everyone to be able to eat this.
Yes.
And we're gonna roll it out, okay? People go, how thick do you have to roll them out? And I'm like, well, it depends. Do you like more cookie or do you like more filling? Okay. So I'm just gonna roll them out the way that I like them. I like a little bit of cookie, but I don't like them too thin.
So this is the regular dough?
This is the regular white dough.
Okay.
The chocolate dough is a cream cheese. Dough. So that's actually good. And this actually has icing sugar. It's sort of like a sablé.
Okay.
Okay.
A sablé.
Yes.
Okay.
Fancy words. So you can either use the top of a cup or a cookie cutter. I have different forms. I like to use a 3-inch.
Okay, traditionally round.
Yes, because you're going to make a triangle now.
Okay.
And basically you just make your circles, and then we'll show you how to do it. So I'm going to take some water.
Okay.
And we're going to put a little water on each one to make sure that they stick when we actually make them. So I'm just going to do a few. I have 3 fillings here. I'll give this one to you. This is the chocolate.
Do I get to do a filling?
Yes, I would like you to do it. I'll do the prune and apricot, and you can do the chocolate because you said you like chocolate.
I love chocolate.
And basically in the center of each one, so you can do one as well, you're going to pour a little bit. Just by...
Okay, just a little squeeze.
Squeeze more, because I want more. Yes, perfect. Okay, so basically you squeeze it in the center, and listen, you don't have to use a piping bag, and you'd use a Ziploc bag or whatever kind of zipper bag.
Right.
But you can also just use 2 spoons and place it in the center. So when we do all of this work, we cut away all the excess dough.
Yes.
Okay, and then we can reuse that. And I'm gonna show you how to do this. So you can pick up yours.
Grab mine here.
Yes.
Okay.
And basically you can put your thumbs like this.
Did I overfill it?
No, it's okay, don't worry.
Okay.
You're gonna take your 2 fingers over here and you're gonna pinch one corner.
Okay.
And then these 2 on this side.
Okay.
You see? It's a triangle.
I think I did
So now
it
you'll
right.
put it down
Yep.
and you'll try to pinch the sides to make sure it doesn't come out.
Okay.
And you are done.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine
now,
is very,
you
very
can add a
full.
little bit of water and then dab it down.
Okay.
And then it just goes like that. So
Okay.
don't worry, it's not, you can overfill it. Some people like to close it more or keep it more open and then do decorations on top, right?
Nice.
And then you put it
Like
on your
these.
baking sheet. They don't grow, so you can put them pretty tight on a baking sheet.
Okay.
And this one is the same dough. It's with the poppy seed. I put some poppy seed inside the dough.
Oh.
And then the one that has the prune and the apricot filling and orange is made with an orange dough, so that you just add zest and orange extract and orange juice
To give it
inside
that
the dough.
bright, lovely orange flavor.
Exactly. And then we have the same thing with a chocolate dough. You do a chocolate dough, you just roll it out, you do all these circles, and then we close them up just like we did before. And I just got myself all messy, it's all good. And then you just close them up and then you bake them for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And when they're a little bit browned, not too brown, you take them out and then we can drizzle them with chocolate. So over here, as you can see, I took a little bit of chocolate and then drizzled them on top.
These are beautiful. Now, Miriam, what is inside the poppy seed
It's
one? Is it
poppy
chocolate as
seed.
well?
Poppy
oh, it's a
seed.
poppy seed
Poppy
filling.
seed, yes.
Okay.
So I have one page on my recipes that tells you 3 different kinds of fillings. Cake pop, this chocolate over here is from Cake Pop. So basically it's cake mixed with icing, mixed with a little extra like cream cheese. I don't do dairy, so of course I use like tofutti or something else.
Okay.
But today, that's the beauty of having things made at home. You can put whatever ingredients you want
Right.
inside, and if you have any allergies or anything that your family can't eat, you can do away with. So nothing here has any dairy, and nothing has any gluten, and for us, that's what counts.
Okay, that's amazing. So, but these aren't vegan. Are there eggs in the dough?
So there is the recipe with an egg, and
Okay.
the egg substitute is the same amount of 50 grams, like an egg is 50 grams, so your 50 grams of tofutti, your cream cheese, or
Okay.
your dairy-free cream cheese.
Wow.
And that's it, and then it would be vegan, and everything is the same.
These are very, very beautiful, and they look super delicious. Now, and anybody can do this at home.
Absolutely, and it's a lot of fun to do with a project when you're at home with the kids. These hamentaschens, normally we put them in the basket and we give them out, and then we eat them at home. This actually became in about 1840. There was is when we discovered a little bit of baking powder, and originally they were made out of puff pastry, which is why we're going to come back and try that. And then they decided to just make them into a cookie instead of a puff pastry.
Well, these are super delicious. I can't wait to try one because, I want to try one. We're going to go to break, and then when we come back, you're going to show us the puff pastry savory.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Okay, great.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, we're back with Miriam Pearl from Delicious Without Gluten. She's showing us Hamentashcens for Purim. I got it right.
I like that you could say that. Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. I'm learning something new. This is really, really great. These look delicious. You said I could try one after the break.
Go right ahead.
Okay, which one should I try? I love chocolate.
So you want to try triple chocolate? That's actually vegan.
Yes. Oh, vegan.
Yes.
Okay, so
You can try it, and you can sprinkle your own sugar on
triple
top.
chocolate Hamentashcen.
Doesn't everything look better when it's sprinkled?
I mean, I'm not supposed to be eating sugar, but check this out. It's so pretty.
It's not that sweet, the chocolate one, so you'll be really good.
Okay, I'm taking a bite. I'm taking a bite
Go
here.
for it. Yes, it's very good.
It's almost like a brownie.
Yeah, it's really good. It has chocolate dough with chocolate filling and chocolate drizzle. So it's
goodness.
a triple chocolate.
This is really good. And I can make this myself at home.
Yes,
That
all
will
the
be
recipes.
dangerous.
All the recipes are online. I am taking out my puff pastry.
Okay, now this
Okay.
is a completely different kind of dough.
Yes. So traditionally, like I said, before this baking powder came into existence, they were making them with puff pastry. So it's not very well done or known to do Hamentashcen like this, but we think out of the box because it's a lot more fun and we don't eat as many sweets as we used to.
Right.
So we're trying to find new and improved ways on how to do things, right? So I'm always trying to think about ways in which it could be not so traditional.
Okay.
So this is very similar to, for example, like if you're Greek, you have spanakopita.
Yes.
If you go to a Jewish deli, you'll get like knishes and bareikas. Bareikas are exactly like with puff pastry, but they have like sesame seeds on top. They're very popular in our tradition. And I'm pretty sure every culture has one of these kind of puff pastry things. So inside here, it's green, you can see. I put spinach and feta cheese.
Okay.
Kind
of like a spanakopita.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what. And now, usually I do mushroom as well.
Oh, yummy.
But I did not prepare mushroom. Okay. What I did instead is I had some onions. So I sauteed onions and potato.
Beautiful.
Which really I love a lot. And then everyone likes pizza.
Yes.
So I figured we'll have some tomato sauce with some cheese. And normally when I do this, again, we do a dairy-free, but there's so many things on the market now that you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
So
now this is regular puff pastry, so very, very buttery. No?
New.
What is it?
So this is actually called rough puff.
Rough puff.
We make puff pastry, but it's very hard to make because you have to do lots of work to get that. And so I've been teaching a class. I have a class actually on Sunday that I'll be teaching how to make rough puff.
Oh.
So basically you cut your butter, which we don't use butter, we use margarine.
Okay.
And we fold it into the flour, which
Now,
is like this.
Can I ask why you use margarine instead of butter?
So
Just to keep
it's just to be dairy free.
Okay.
Like some people can't tolerate it, can't tolerate dairy.
Right.
So and my factory is dairy free.
Okay. Oh.
So yeah, we're like free of most allergens, and we have days where we do eggs and no eggs. That's the only allergies we have.
Okay.
So I like to keep everything so that everybody can do it, and you can completely switch out recipes to dairy. Like if you can do dairy, go for it. Nice. So this is actually a recipe that's on my website. There's a YouTube channel that has also instructions step by step.
Okay.
Plus I'm giving courses so people can sign up. It's no problem.
And we can do that all on your website.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm just rolling out my puff pastry. It's my gluten-free puff pastry. And as you can see, you see a little bit marbled. Do you see like the difference between the white and the... Yeah. So that's what will make it really like puff up like that.
Now your dough looks so beautiful and soft.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
I made it this morning.
Oh my goodness, it's so fresh.
Very, very early.
Thank you.
So we're gonna do the same, except I don't really like my dough to be too thin here because it'll fall apart, and this is food, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna do the same circle.
Okay.
Actually, I would like a bigger circle.
How about that white one? Is that bigger? Or is it the same?
No, it's the same. You know what? I'll show for the purposes of this. I actually have a container over there, but it's too far away for me to go and get.
Okay.
So we're going to pretend this is just a big one. I can't even do that. Hold on. Maybe I'll cut a nice one. There we go.
Oh, freehand circle.
Freehand circle.
Because you're an artist.
Because we can do that on TV.
Not because you're an artist, but you're an artist too.
Okay, I've got my circle. Okay, so this time I'm using egg wash.
Okay.
Now, if you don't like to use egg wash, there's like so many different ways you can do that vegan. So you can use like a chia or flax gel.
Okay.
So the idea is just so that it closes well, just like the other
Sticks,
one.
yes.
And then we're gonna pick. So why don't you decide which fillings we're gonna put in?
How about cheese and tomato?
Sure. Okay, so we're gonna start off with some sauce.
Okay.
Put that in the center. And I'm gonna use my fingers and we're gonna put some cheese on top. Now, less is more. If you fill it up too much, that's why I make it so big.
Okay.
Because it would be so tiny with like this.
You want
know,
a good bite.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you want that's how it turns out around the size.
Excellent. I'm not
so
going to
again,
show the camera again, so
well,
they'll
you
stay
can
on
pick
the
one up
plate.
with your hands and then eat it. It's okay.
This is what we're making. So pretty. It's tomato and cheese.
So you can fill this with anything you want, and you can top it back off again with a little bit of red, so that it'll turn a little bit like that. So it's kind of cute. With a little bit like this. And then, of course, we're going to take always when you're doing puff pastry, you're gonna take a little bit of egg wash and you're gonna egg wash it up.
Beautiful.
And then it goes into an oven, 400 degrees. People, why so hot? But yeah, it goes into puff pastry goes into the oven at 400 degrees. I'm just gonna put that over here. And for about 20 minutes to half an hour, you have to like keep it careful because everybody's oven is a little bit different.
Okay, so we have about 30 seconds here to wrap this up. These are all so beautiful. I don't even know which one I would want to try first. I urge everybody to go to the website and sign up for your classes and download some of those recipes. And it's March break, you know, this is a great thing to do with the family.
It's a lot of fun and it's great to give out gifts, and this is part of our tradition and I love sharing it.
Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.